important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Table dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for Vanish. Be cooling out in the whip, but I done near every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I'm like Speed at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Another day in the USA.
Okay, Coach, we are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
No, check, Patriot!
Now a first carry for Daniel Pumphrey. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
All right, here we go. 3-19!
Now Jackson on 2nd down. It got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Gone.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That's complete to John Ross. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Detroit! No,
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. Buying time to his left. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is still first quarter, and they did come out of it with points. In a sense, they can look at positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now Rosen back into his end zone. And his first look is incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll throw again from their own end zone. And he'll be hit as he releases it And that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Rosen from his end zone on 3rd and long. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Fielded just inside the 20. And now running right through it. Penalty stings big time there. Wipes away a very good return.
And they work out it so hard because the goal is... Give yourself some space for your offense to really work. Try and gain an additional first down outside the 20 or 25-yard line. Instead, this one's going to come back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Gone.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Pass incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Rosen. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game. And now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! 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 Gone! 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 Gone!
On first down, it's Rosen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Gone! 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 Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky...
Now Rosen looking to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Bills are going to tie the game at 3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Gone. 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 Detroit. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Going deep downfield for Ross. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
On second down, Rosen. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Bills on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Trying to lay one up deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Cyrus Jones picks it.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they get him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And you don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now Rosen to throw on second down. And he's going to go down again. Everson Griffin in there for a milestone sack as it moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5.
Detroit!
3rd and long here for Rosen. And this is going to be incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Is the punter King to send it away. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leonard Floyd in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play. And that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. That escapes the sack. Dancing to his left. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
After the interception, here's Rosen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Here comes the boom. I see you, boy. I see you.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Detroit! Gun!
From the gun, it's Rosen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
There he goes inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Detroit!
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this.
Lucky 56.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On second down, Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Jackson now to throw on third down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
On second down, here's Rosen. His throw incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now it's Rosen. Hopkins strong running toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Second and 10 now. It's Rosen. Wide open receiver complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Detroit! Detroit! No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun!
Rosen on 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
2nd and 10. It's Rosen again. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it.
Gone! 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 Hurry up, here we go! 3:19! 3:19!
4th down. Here's Rosen. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
From the red zone now, here's Rosen on 1st down. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone! 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 Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
Rosen will throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10.
Gone! 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 Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Detroit! 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 Gone! 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 Gone!
Jackson on 1st down. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. Past the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here come the Bills. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And flags come as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They run again with Breida, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now Rosen on first down, and that'll be incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Rosen off the play action. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills draw a bit closer. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at the 3. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now Jackson on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd in there to to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Jackson from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Ravens on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Watch it now, Barney, Barney!
And now it's Rosen looking. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
Here's Marquette King now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's taken on the 25. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tempt to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Detroit!
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They pitch it out to Montgomery. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Detroit!
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down, and inside the 5-yard line.
They'll run forward Montgomery. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Rosen going deep for Hopkins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. A big play here for the Bills. 49 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. Oh, fighting off the defender.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He's going to fire one deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Bills getting set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw here is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's Rosen to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Gone! 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 Gone!
And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, come on.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Check.
Here we go. It's Rosen on 4th down. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Mike